yeah. Welcome back to Heritage in Maine, everybody, where we've talked about beard oils and grooming secrets, routines, and today we're going to talk a little bit about tools of the trade. So brushes, combs, picks, clippers, yeah, you name it. So as you'll recall, we do need the 50,000 subscribers soon, or sadly, I may have to lose the beard and start from scratch, and I'd rather not do that. So please like, subscribe, share with your friends. So
The clock's ticking.
that's it. It is ticking quickly. Yeah.
It's very loud over here.
Yeah. All right. So we'll get into it today. So I guess we'll start with what people would use when they first start growing it out.
Yeah,
Like
I think that's
brushes,
probably,
combs. What do you use when you first start?
yeah, and I think the tools are different as the beard gets longer.
Yeah, agree.
Probably need to highlight that
Yeah.
when my beard was a lot shorter, I used a lot of different tools in my toolbox than I do now. With a longer beard, some of the tools that I use with a shorter beard, I've tried to use them, but they don't work as good. It's very heartbreaking when at least for me it is, when you go to run through a fine tooth comb through your beard and you pull out 3 or 4 hairs that are about, I don't know, 6 or 8 inches long. So,
That's right.
So yeah, definitely the tools differ as the beard gets longer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's an investment. A lot of work. You're just pulling out there.
Exactly. I think the rule of thumb, I think the research that I've done, rule of thumb, that hair on the face grows, what is it, 1/4 to a 1/2 inch a month?
Yeah.
So like you say, if you're pulling a 6 to 8 inch hair out of your chin, that is kind of heartbreaking.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's rough.
But it happens.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it does, unfortunately.
Yep.
So what kind of tools I'm gonna get? I have a box today of just a sample. This is not all of them, but it is a little cross section, so we can start here. So I'll start this one. This is probably one of the more common ones. I don't even know the brand of this one, but we'll have some links in the description for some that we've used. But this is your standard kind of boar's hair brush. I think back in the day, military used them to, comb the hind tight, the short haircuts, but they work great for short beards just to run them through, and they're not that expensive. I mean, $5, $10, you can go up from there, but yeah, they work fine. Hard bristles and really good for shorter beards.
Yeah. As you can see here, everybody with a beard has one.
Yeah. I got this little one for travel. It's a tiny one. It's Wave Enforcer Military. And I think this one was about $6. Yeah. Super cheap. Works great.
Mine's a gentleman's tool.
Oh, yeah.
Same thing. Boar's hairbrush.
Mm-hmm.
Like I say, it's good for a short beard. You can use it on a long beard.
Yeah.
If you want to, but this one has been relegated to retirement as of the current toolkit.
Same here. Yeah, I don't use these too much anymore. Because they don't really do a lot. They just glide across the top, or like you said, pull out the hair. But for the shorter hair, it's great just to make it look a little bit cleaner, kind of tame it, and also for the skin under the hair, and it like exfoliates that skin, it keeps that skin healthier. So I think it's good if you're growing it out. I have this one. This is a Giorgio, this is a pretty good one for travel. It's got a little longer, softer bristles. So this is kind of good for small to medium length beards. Like get them a little bit longer. This one will still work for it. But those are pretty standard, but you definitely need something like that for sure. All right. So we want to go what would you use for medium length beards?
I don't know, medium length. I'd probably go, this is an old trusty. I think this is actually from Boss Man. I know it's a big brand on Amazon. It's kind of like a boar bristle brush, but it has more of a plastic, I don't know, inserts inside of it. So
Gotcha.
it kind of, I know when my beard was a little shorter, I know I hadn't done it in the last couple of, I don't know, probably a couple of months, that when I'd
Hmm.
blow dry it in the evenings, I'd actually take the ends and I'd curl them under
Yeah.
just to
Yeah. Yeah.
kind of round it a little more
Yep.
around the face, just to give it a little more shape.
Yep.
Since it's gotten to this point, I don't think I've used this brush as much. So, like you say, mid length, when you're trying to round up those ends where you don't have to necessarily trim them off, you still want to keep them,
Yep.
probably round those ends up under so it just gives you a more finished look.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. For me, I started using combs a little bit more when mine got a little bit longer. So this is a Kent comb, and it's specifically for like detangling. So the bristles on the comb are there's like two rows of them,
Hmm.
and they're a little bit offset. But it's even though they look close together, they're really not because there's a gap between the two rows. So it works pretty good. It's a little bit tough when it gets this long. Like I don't really use it that much when it's this long, but it's great for kind of medium length. So not the, tight, but if it gets a little bit longer, this is pretty good for combing through it and straightening it out. But if it gets too long, it's kind of not that usable. And this is just a travel version of it. This one's from Suavecito, but yeah, this one was great for a little medium-sized beard. Throw in your dock kit and travel with it. Works on hair too. Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty good hair brush and beard brush. All right.
Two birds with one stone.
Other little ones, travel ones for a little bit longer. And if you're just doing the mustache goatee, they're the tiny little ones. So we have this is a Kent little mustache brush, but also works on shorter beards pretty good if you're traveling. And then this is the one you want to get super fancy. It's a flip comb, so you can stick it in your
Switchblade.
pocket. Yeah, but it's pretty much just like the Kent. I think this is a Giorgio too. None of these are super expensive. The Kents are a little bit more pricey, but not crazy.
I have noticed in some of the, like, I guess they call it mustache wax, beard
Yeah,
wax, whatever you want to call it. We'll talk about it in another episode, but I'm pretty sure one of the brands give you a mustache comb in the
yeah.
tin along with a guitar pick to get the wax out. So,
Oh yeah.
I mean, yeah, so we'll talk about that. I think
Ah,
it's Viking
yeah.
beard or mustache wax that you actually get a
Hmm.
comb and a guitar pick in the tin of wax.
I think a few of them do that. I think
Yep.
one, I'll show you this one. This is also good. A lot of people out here use wooden combs because they say the wood doesn't create so much static in the beard. I've tried them. I'm not a huge fan of the wooden combs, especially not the tight bristled ones. I have a couple of little travel ones that are wide bristled and wood. They're like pocket combs. Again, a pinch, I would use those. But a lot of people out here like them and they think they're great. But this is a bristle,
Hmm.
great for kind of medium length, short, medium length. And this was given to me by Mean Beard. So I think I ordered some Mean Beard products and they sent this with it. And I think they also sent a guitar pick too, Mean Beard guitar pick. But yeah, they're pretty good brand. I like their stuff. Interesting name.
Yeah.
Mean Beard. But yeah, that's something you may try if you're into that with the wooden the wooden combs. All right, so we want to talk about what we use now.
Yeah, you can. I was going to show
Uh,
the trusty,
we got more.
the trusty regular comb,
Oh
hair
yeah,
comb.
yeah,
This one is fine tooth on one side and then kind of a wider tooth on the other side. I use this mainly for mustache.
yeah.
So like in the evening, just blow drying mustache and trying to kind of get it in its place. Use the wide bristle side, especially when a mustache gets as long as it is. I know in the center it might not be as long, but out on the sides it does get long. And if you start using these fine teeth in this comb, you're going to start pulling hairs out. So yeah, I mean, just the trusty, I mean, you can pick this up at a drugstore for probably $1 or $2.
Yeah.
I mean, it sits right next to my sink and it's
Yeah.
my go-to for mustache stuff. It's just small, compact. I got one in the truck.
Yeah.
I've got one in my gym bag. I mean, just for those quick knock down those flyaways and maintain that mustache. I don't run it through my beard now, but I will run it through the mustache. So,
Right.
yeah,
Right.
just a trusty.
Yeah. Yep. That is a good one to have around. All right. So now I actually don't use that many tools now, not brushes. I use really a brush and a pick, and that's about it. And I did find this one. It looks like a weapon. It's a carbon fiber wide tooth, and this works. This will work all right because the teeth are so wide. It's almost like a pick. But yeah, not really good for travel. I don't think they'll let you on a plane with
Yeah,
this.
I don't think so.
But it works. This works pretty good. If you don't want to get a pick and you want something that will go through a longer beard, this is a good option. Not that expensive. But yeah, the thing I use most, this. It's
Yeah.
just your standard pick. Get one from anywhere off the internet. Plenty of them out there. This one, I think it's a little bit gimmicky because it's infused with argan oil. Is
Uh,
is their pitch? So it's supposed to condition the hair as you use it. I don't I don't know how, yeah, if that matters or means anything, but that's what they say. But yeah, I've been using this one for years and it works great.
I don't know. The pitch might be true. It looks like it's doing something right.
I mean, that's it. Yeah, could be. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to find the brand. I'll find the brand and put the link, but the brand's not on it, so I'm gonna have to, yeah, do a little bit of research. But we'll put the link in the description to that one.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm the same thing with you. I think I've got three to include the mustache comb.
Yeah.
The pick is tool number 2.
Yep.
I mean, with a long beard, getting out the shower in the morning, I run the pick, and I'm sure we'll go through the processes, but run the pick through it, get the tangles out, and then from up underneath
Yep.
to kind of fluff it up, make it appear bigger. But yeah,
Yeah.
like you said, you can pick these up for almost nothing. I think this brand is, I don't know, it's camouflage, of course, but it's the men's chopper is
Oh
what
yeah.
it's called. And I'm pretty sure you can find it on Amazon. So
Yeah.
yeah, picks are, I think it's the long teeth on the pick that doesn't really cause a lot of stress on the long hairs to pull them out. It's also a good gauge too for when you do pull those long hairs out. You can actually kind of look at it and just kind of have that instant heartache.
Right. Of what you just lost. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, the only other thing I use is this. This is the one
Uh-oh.
special one.
This
So
is the
this-
magic brush.
This is boar's hair, but they're longer and they're softer, and they're angled. So the beard, this is a left-handed beard brush. So when you order one of these, you have to decide which hand you're going to use to brush your beard with, because you can't use this with your right hand and brush your beard because it will not work. You'll be brushing it backwards and it won't work as well. So this works pretty good with it's the only brush I've found that works with the longer beard. This is a Kent brush. This is a $40 brush. So it's I had to order it from England. I think they shipped it over. It's a nice brush, and I've had this for a number of years. But yeah, you have to order left-handed. So I'm left-handed, I brush my beard left-handed. So you can when you do down, you have to do it with your left hand. If you do it with your right hand, it isn't going to work because you're brushing with the long bristles, and that's not how it works. One thing though, you can brush from the bottom. So if you brush it up to try to get the underside, then you can do it with your right hand. So if I'm brushing up, right hand, brushing down, left hand. But yeah, put a link. This is highly recommended. Definitely like this one. Yeah. For as far as brushes go, it's the only one I found that works. Yeah. Yep.
That's a good one.
So that's it for my tools. Yeah. You got
So
one more?
We've covered most of mine. This is my current go-to brush.
Yeah.
So I've tried every detangle brush. I've got women in the house that have detangle brushes that they just don't seem to work. I've tried detangle brushes of all shapes and sizes. I think I've had this one maybe a month, and It's a $9 brush off of Amazon.
Yeah.
I know it's very Christmassy. I think this is a Christmas edition because it has snowflakes on it. So, but it's called an unbrushed, is what it is. And it's got the tines on it or the teeth on it are different heights. It's clear. So, like
Yeah.
when you're in the evening, when you're blow drying your beard, put the blow dryer up against it, you
Oh, yeah.
run it down through the blow dryer. And like I said, with other brushes, you have the heartache of losing hairs. I mean, you still pull one out every now and then with this, but I've pulled in the last, I'd say probably 2 months that I've had this, I've recognized less hair that's being pulled out. And that's what
Yeah.
I'm looking for when I go through to try to comb it, is
Right.
try to retain as much as I can. I mean,
Yeah.
that's the whole point of it. You're trying to get the kinks out, but yet you're not trying to pull the hair out. So,
Right.
like I said, we'll put a link in the description for a long beard so far. And the bristles they're very flexible. So they're
Right.
not stiff. The whole thing flexes.
Yeah.
So it seems like a very good brush for long beards, medium length to long beards. So,
Right. Right. I got a visitor. Hey, buddy. We were talking about beard brushes on the video. Do you want to take them all in that box? You can take them all with you if you want. Okay, take that one. You want to shut the door and go in the movie room and play, and I'll be out in just a minute? Shut the door, please. Okay, thank you. See you. All right. He was all excited about the brushes on the ground.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But
as far as brushes, I mean, I think
yeah.
that covers the gambit of brushes.
Yeah, and for me, I use the pick. I'll use the pick in the shower. Like when I'm done, I'll just run it through there just to try to get the big tangles out, just to make sure that as many of them are gone as possible. But I'm pretty careful because that's a good way to rip a bunch of hairs out, because I think when they're wet, they're
Yeah.
more delicate. So I'm kind of do it pretty easy. And then it's more as I'm blow drying it, right, that I'll brush it a little bit more. And that's in the morning. Throughout the day, I really don't mess with it too much. Not with the brush or a pick. Maybe at night I'll do a brush through, but mainly the mustache is usually all I really touch during the day. Maybe run a comb through it, but that's about it. It's usually just brushing it first thing in the morning or after a shower, and that's about it.
Yep. I'm the same way. I think the pick is, when you get this beard this long, the pick is probably your best friend to
Yeah.
run through prior to running anything else through it. So I'm the same way. I don't touch it a whole lot. During the day, I will. Like if I go to the gym during the middle of the day, I might brush it on occasion. Just depends. But like you said, it's mostly mustache stuff. It's hairs touching my lip or hairs flying in weird directions. I'm
Right.
trying to maintain those.
Right. Cool. I guess we can talk about clippers, scissors. And I'm trying to remember back to when it was short, but I think I used a Phillips trimmer that just had guards on it, and I would just use those guards and just, kind of keep it somewhat even. So when it got a little scruffy looking, just cut it back a little bit. But when I started growing it out, I just let it grow. Like I wouldn't trim it that often. I mean, I would just try to keep it shaped, but that was it. Like I wasn't really cutting any length off of it. I was just shaping it up a little bit and just letting it grow. And then once it kind of got more even, then I may trim a little bit just to kind of shape it, but I still don't cut much, if any, really off of it. Like what I'll do now is if it starts to get a little bit out of hand, or I feel like I may have split ends or something, or it's getting a little dry, what I'll do is I'll pull it and then just cut the longest hairs and just kind of go across and just go under it. And I'm not cutting a ton of length off. I'm just getting those longest hairs gone. And then it doesn't take much. And then you do that and you do the rest of your routine, put your oil on, whatever. And it feels like it's refreshed. Like it feels almost like a new beard when you do that. But that's all I'm doing as far as trimming it now, is very minimal and not very frequent.
Yeah, and I'm in the same boat. I mean, I've like the top line. I mean, I'll try to maintain. I have some sparse hairs that want to grow up toward my eyeball that I'll trim those off. Like you said, I think Phillips is a good one. Wall. I think
Yeah.
I use a wall. I'll go over it first with a wall just to get the line, and
Yep.
then I'll go back with just a regular razor
Yep.
just to shave it down. Like you said, along the bottom of the beard, probably, like you said, just inspecting for split ends and stuff like that,
Hmm.
just to kind of tidy it up. I think when you get this long, I think trimmers are a thing of the past.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you're just
Not gonna
trying to
help.
shape it to a specific shape, which
Hmm.
I'm not, but like I said, like you said, I'll do the same thing. I'll pull it and trim as little as possible. Is kind of what I'm going for now.
Yeah. Yeah. Agreed. Yeah. I haven't gone to too many barbers that are familiar with taking care of it. I think I may have mentioned it in the past, but yeah, the only barber he thought he was gonna do me a favor and cut the long pieces off, and he had a fine tooth comb and was trying to like brush it through like this. And I'm like, nope. So you gotta have to stop.
Yeah.
You pulled out about 30 hairs, and this is, yeah, I'm not super happy. That was about it. Like I haven't really gone to to a barber that is experienced with longer beards. Maybe something, if I found one that was in the area, I think it'd be interesting just to see what they would say and what they would recommend doing. Might be interesting just to talk to them, but I
Yeah.
haven't found one yet
Yeah.
in the area.
I think we've got one in our area. We've got actually, I don't know the name. I think it's called Old Town Barbers.
Oh yeah.
So there's one or two barbers in there that they're bearded, and I believe that they specifically, I mean, at least from what I've looked at, their services tailor around men with beards.
Yeah.
So at some point, I think I might have to venture in and just test it out, just
Yeah.
for a shape up or something like that,
Yeah.
just to see.
That'd be cool. And
Maybe,
if you're near me, Greenville or Simpsonville, and you know of a barber or someone that would, know what to do with a long beard like this, leave a comment, let us know. Or Perry, Georgia,
yeah,
Perry area.
yeah. If we don't get 50,000 subscribers, you won't be having to worry about a beard barber.
That's right. Well, I'm I'm gonna shave it myself, or at least clip it myself. I may go to a barber to do a straight razor shave after, which I don't want to think about it. It's gonna make me sad.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah. All right. I think that covers most of it. Most of the stuff we want to talk about today. All the tools that you can use. Like I said, we'll put a bunch of links in the description, and some of them will be affiliate links. So if you buy it through the link, we'll get a few pennies, I think. But yeah, and if there's anything you want us to talk about, leave a comment. Let us know. I think next time we'll cover maybe beard washes, conditioners, things like that. Sounds
yeah.
good. And remember, like, subscribe, 50,000.
Save the beard.
We got to make it.
Yeah, please.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tell your friends, tell your cousins.
I don't want to have to start over.
No, tell your aunts and uncles, even if they don't have a beard. Just like
That
and
is it.
subscribe.
That's right.
Yeah, we have to
Exactly.
save it.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah. If you do, we'll do an episode to show you how sad my wife is going to be if I keep it.
That'd be a good episode to see that we did have 50,000 subscribers.
Either
And
way, it's good content, right? We made it, and she's not super happy that I'm keeping my beard for the Spanish wedding, or we don't make it, and I shave it, and I get to start over again. We get to do this, yeah, when I have a tiny little cute beard for a while.
I do think it would be funny if we did get 50,000 subscribers before you go to Spain.
Oh my gosh.
And it's just like, because it's like we've said it before, it's such a high bar
It's
that there's
impossible. There's no way. Yeah, no
to
way.
obtain 50,000.
No way. No way.
Nowhere
No way it
close.
can happen. No.
So
No way.
I think it would be hilarious. Yes, we would have to bring your wife on here
Yeah.
if we did reach it just to get her true reaction of,
Oh yeah. 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 Because she said that bar knowing there's no way on earth that is achievable.